Hi, we're at the Geraldine E. King Resource Center for Women here in Salt Lake City. We're at 7th South and what about 1st East or so, Callie?
Yep, about, 131 East.
So just on the outskirts of downtown Salt Lake City, Callie McCowan she works here. She works with the women here at the shelter. There's 200 to 250 women who are homeless in Salt Lake City in the area that stay here. And what is this area that we're in right now?
So right now we're in our donation storage area. This is where whenever anyone drops off anything, we'll bring it back here and organize it. This section is mostly going to be items that we set aside for when women are moving into housing.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
like cleaning.
Yeah, we have like the cleaning supplies and dishes back here so we can create a moving in kit for them. And then as the rest of the room goes on, we have our coats, hygiene supplies, socks, underwear, things like that.
This area is huge. It's like it's floor almost to ceiling.
I know.
Are these all donated items from our community?
All donated items in here. We have one section where it's a partnership through with the LDS Church where we have donations from them and Bishop Storehouse, but the rest of it is all donated items.
What is the current need?
Biggest items right now, always underwear, new underwear.
Any size for women?
Any size, especially plus size is we have more limited donations of that. So plus size underwear, plus size bras are very much needed. Winter coats, socks.
Gently used clothing?
Gently used and new clothing, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then any sort of like hygiene supplies that you need for the women who stay here?
Yes, always hygiene supplies, especially like the trial size or your hotel size, shampoo, conditioners, body wash, anything like that. Yeah, we also need.
Let's take a walk down the aisle here. This is just one of several aisles of donations that you bring in here. But let's talk about also like what is the next step for the women who stay here in the shelter?
So our next step is to connect them to our case managers, create a housing plan, and get them out of here and to a place where they can be self-sustainable as soon as possible. We want them to not only move into housing, but still have those supportive services connected with them.
And how long does that usually take a woman once she comes into the shelter, stays for how long, and then she's able to move on?
The average stay of someone with us is around 90 days.
What are their circumstances? Just give me some examples. I mean, why are they experiencing homelessness?
There's such a variety. We have some that moved out here, promised a job, and it fell through. Some that, because of other circumstances, maybe lost their job or had a medical emergency, and then based off that, were no longer able to stay in housing. And then some of it's just, systemic. Maybe they've grown up in homelessness.
Are higher rent prices also pushing them out of their apartments?
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a big increase of that at our shelter too. I mean, with rent increasing 6.5% to 7% a year, and you're seeing pay wages, that's double what the average pay increases a year. So we're definitely seeing that, and that also makes what few apartments there are affordable. It's much more competitive and harder to find those.
Final question. Do you feel like our community realizes the number of women, single women who are seeking shelter every night?
I don't. I think one is it's hard to grasp that number. Right now, this is actually the week that they're doing the pit count where they go out and collect numbers of people that are experiencing homelessness. But also right here, this is just the women that we did have room for. So we had 250 beds that were open last night, but that doesn't also include the ones that we didn't have capacity to hold. So I think the number is much larger than we really know.
How can the community give to the resource center?
The best thing is, one, you can just come to our shelter and drop it off. They're at 131 East, 7th South. You can also visit our website, voaut.org. And on there we have a list of our biggest needs, as well as like an Amazon wish list link if you just want to go on Amazon and send it to us as well.
Thanks, Callie.